Hey guys, so I initially shot this video to just send to our current clients and people that are considering selling their homes, and it gives them just a little bit of insight as to how we go about the process of helping people sell their homes. And so if you're a real estate agent that's looking for, the best ways to serve your clients, or maybe you're a homeowner that's looking for the best real estate agents out there and how they, go about the home sale process, hopefully this video gives you a little bit of insight. But just keep in mind, this was meant to send it directly to our clients to give them some insight as to how we work with them personally. Hey guys, Mike Rivers with the Rivers Group here at Compass Real Estate in Boston, Massachusetts. And this video is meant to be a general overview of how we handle our listings for clients who are selling their homes and how we set ourselves apart from these droves of discount agents who are running around the market out there. And it's really meant to be kind of a no pressure look at how we do things. That way we're not meeting in person and having this really salesy meeting about all the services that we offer. So I'm trying to build as many into this video as possible. So hopefully you gain a lot of insight about what we do. That way when we finally do meet in person, we can focus on your goals, your needs, your expectations, and take it from there. To preface this video, I just want to make it clear that we completely understand that each client is different, each property is different, and each situation is different. So your goals and expectations may vary completely from a different client of ours. We run into a million different situations from people selling their homes they've been in for 30 or 40 years to people who just inherited a property and they're trying to get rid of it as fast as possible. So we do everything that we can up front to best understand each unique situation and client, so we're on the same page from the very beginning. So this video might feel a little bit fast-paced at times, but I'm just trying to get as much information as I possibly can into a relatively short period of time without boring people to death. So I am happy to dive deeper into absolutely anything I cover here. This is a partnership. We're here to be a resource for you. So if things are going over your head, we're definitely happy to slow things down and dive deeper into those things. So with that said, here is a general overview of how we're going to team up with you to help sell your home. So first we meet in person and have a deeper conversation about what your goals are, what your expectations are. This includes things like your timeline, any past disappointments that you've had with past real estate agents. Maybe you didn't get your expectations met. We want to make sure we're not making those same mistakes. And also any concerns you have with selling your home in the current market, so we can address those things right from the beginning. Unmet expectations are the primary reason that the majority of America just hates real estate agents. So I can't stress enough how important it is to be properly aligned from the very beginning of this process. We want to create as much clarity, understanding, realistic expectations as we can from the very beginning, because this could be a quick and easy process, but it could also take some time. So we want to make sure that we're on the same page from the very beginning. It's going to make what is by nature a stressful process a lot less stressful. After that initial meeting, if you think we're going to be a good fit for you and we're actually sure that we can meet your needs as well, we'll go ahead and take care of those standard listing contracts. From there, if you think it makes sense to make improvements to your home through repairs, renovations, painting, landscaping, staging, we're happy to guide you through that process as well, connect you to local reputable contractors. Some people just want to sell now, they want to sell fast, and we completely understand that people have their reasons for doing that as well. And we can certainly get homes on the market quickly if needed, but if people are able to make those repairs and do them the right way, it's typically going to net you a return on investment. We can also set you up with Compass Concierge, which is essentially an interest-free loan program through our brokerage, and it allows you to take care of some of these renovations without paying anything out of pocket. So considering where the market is at, where a lot of buyers are willing to pay a premium for move-in ready homes that have some of these great upgrades, this is a pretty incredible tool for our sellers to leverage, because it enables them to take care of these things without paying anything out of pocket, and the load balance is just paid out of the closing costs. As you're preparing the home for the market, we are generating as much information as we possibly can about this property, from you as the property owner, from walking through the property ourselves, through public record, even through pre-listing inspections if necessary. And we're using all of this information to generate an incredibly detailed listing of the property, and we're using a lot of it in our marketing, which we'll get into later. But here's where it comes into protecting both your time and your equity. If buyers don't have enough information about the property, they cannot make confident decisions, and that's going to affect both the quantity and the quality of offers that you get as the seller. When buyers learn a drawback about a property after their offer has been accepted, this could result in major repairs being requested, a drastic price reduction, credits at the closing. It could also tank the transaction altogether. If these buyers are a little bit temperamental, maybe they're first-time home buyers, depending on their nature, they might walk away from the transaction altogether, even if this isn't a huge issue that arises. This actually does happen all the time, unfortunately, when buyers come into new information that they were not prepared for. Occasionally, information just wasn't discovered until a home inspection. Sometimes the information is just not disclosed on purpose, but it can tank a transaction. And at a competitive market, when a buyer who wins a home, which is hard to do, actually walks away from a property due to an issue that arises, all of the other buyers that were interested in that home see it come back on the market. The first thought that goes through their head is something must be terribly wrong with this property. So it's not what you want the only other interested parties in that listing thinking when that listing comes back on the market. So disclosing as much information as you possibly can from the very beginning is not only going to get you higher quality offers, it's going to get you more of those offers and inevitably protect your equity and your time. So next, diving into our positioning strategy. And the goal here is to best understand what is happening in the local market and share that information with you to give us some insight about how best to position your home, not just to get you the highest price, but also the best possible terms and the best chance at getting to the closing table. The truth is, nobody really knows what a buyer might be willing to pay for your property. And there are a lot of agents running around out there doing something called buying listings, which means they're telling the seller whatever they want to hear just to get a contract signed so they can put their name in front of the house and put it on the MLS and just sit back and pray. What we do is we're going to generate as much information as possible from what's actually happening in the market. We're going to do a comparative market analysis, see what some of the specific upgrades your home has versus other homes on the market or other homes that have sold recently. We're going to see what upgrades some other homes have that yours might not. And we're going to just give you the best information that we can to properly position your home on the market. At the end of the day, it is your decision. You can position your home however you want to reach your goals, and it's our job to just guide you along the process. For luxury listings up in the millions of dollars, we're actually able to leverage another positioning tool, and that's through the use of broker open houses. So we're able to actually invite local agents in who are high producing real estate agents in the area. They're benefiting because they're getting a sneak peek at an off-market listing, and we are benefiting because we're able to generate pricing opinions from all these high-producing local agents who know the market like the back of their hand. We build this into a spreadsheet, we put it in front of our sellers. That way they have all of this information to make the most informed decision possible about the positioning strategy of their home. But at the end of the day, again, we are here to just be guides for our clients and allow them to make the most informed decisions necessary. So from there, let's dive into our marketing strategy. So there are a lot of components that make up our comprehensive marketing strategy, but at the very foundation is professional photography. And this should go without saying for all real estate agents out there, but if you take a look at some of the listings that are out there on the market, you'll recognize pretty quickly that professional photography is not a priority for everyone. But we want to make it clear that it's at the very foundation of our marketing strategy. Our first showings, your first showing of your home is going to be online, and we need to make the best possible first impression we can, and we do that through professional photography. And yes, even the discount agents out there are using professional photographers. So what are we doing specifically to set our marketing strategy apart from all of those other agents out there? And that's through the proactive marketing that we're doing both before and after we're launching the property on the MLS. After that professional photography, the first component of our marketing strategy I want to mention is a private exclusive listing. And this is not going to be for everyone, but maybe you want to test a really aggressive price, or maybe you want to keep the listing of your home a little bit more private and do it a little bit more on your terms. The best way to do that is listing it as a private exclusive. The next tool I want to mention is marketing the listing through Compass Coming Soon. And this is something that we do pre-launch before we put the property on the MLS. We're marketing exclusively to Compass agents, and it allows us to generate early interest, early activity, and start generating excitement about your home on the market, and actually give us some early feedback about the home's positioning on the market, and can actually lead to a quicker home sale. The next component of our marketing strategy is leveraging our agent networks. And this isn't just our local, regional, New England, East Coast, national Compass networks, but this is our network of agents that we work with every single day. As active agents in the market, we're on the phone, emailing back and forth with people that are looking for homes for their buyers. So we're getting in touch with these people directly via text, phone, email, and promoting your listing directly to them as another avenue to actively market your property. The next component is our direct mail campaign, and we're gearing these up as we're getting ready to launch the property. These are professionally designed, professionally printed postcards that are going out to hundreds of homes in the neighborhood, because oftentimes people have friends and family that are looking to move into town closer to them. So we're notifying all these people right before we launch the property, because if they have someone that might be interested in their property, it's only going to generate more activity for your listing. We're also doing paid advertising on Google and social media platforms like Facebook and Instagram. Millennials, who represent the largest percentage of home buyers on the market right now, grew up with these applications at their fingertips. So they're using them right now to actually shop for homes. So we're not only posting your listing on our business and personal pages on these platforms, but we're also generating targeted advertisements. So we're making sure we're getting in front of as many buyers as possible. We're also generating these professionally printed brochures that tells people this is a luxury real estate listing. When they go to other open houses, other showings that weekend, they're walking away with these flimsy MLS listing sheets and a business card from a discount agent. We want people to remember your property as the luxury listing that it is. Another quick note about luxury listings I want to mention is these homes by nature just open up some more doors as far as marketing goes and targeting a specific audience. So being featured in real estate magazines, real estate articles that are targeted to a specific audience that'd be in the market for those homes. Next is our communication strategy, and we realize that this is where a lot of agent-client relationships fail. So what we're going to do is put in front of you a clear written communication plan, allows you to choose exactly how you want to hear from us, and we're going to be always on the same page with the following things. First, our calendar, and this is where we share with you a calendar of events and give you constant updates as tasks are completed, so you know exactly what is happening and when, creating peace of mind from the second you sign the listing paperwork all the way to the closing. Next, we have the property's marketing insights, and this is a comprehensive report that's illustrating all of our online activity, how many online showings there have been, where the views are coming from, so that you can see that our active marketing is effective and we didn't just come over and stick a sign in the yard and now we're sitting back and praying that something happens and you get an offer. Next, we're going to share the local market insights with you, and this is a collection of local properties that are either on the market or have gone under contract, so that we can always see what is happening in the local market and we're always on the same page and have our expectations set clearly as to what we can expect for your listing. So next, we're going to create this live showing feedback document. We'll create it in Google Docs. It lives online, so we can update it anytime you want, and you can just click on that same document and immediately see updated information about what people are thinking about your property. We're requesting information every time someone passes through the home, whether it's on an open house, a private tour. We're asking them or their agent for feedback about the property, so that we're always understanding what people think when they pass through a property, if there's anything we can do to better position the property on the market. All of this information that we're getting from the property insights, the local market insights, and the live showing feedback, we're building it into this comprehensive report, and we can share it with you every single week. We can go over it together. That way we're always on the same page about what's going on with your property, how it's positioned on the market, and that way we're always staying ahead of the market. We can also use this data in our negotiations, so we can always show the value of your property to buyers out there. Now I just want to touch on how we provide peace of mind for our clients when we're listing homes. And unless you're not currently living in the property that you're selling, you probably have a move to deal with. You have prior obligations, you have work, friends, family, a life to live. So you don't need to be dealing with a disorganized agent that doesn't have a streamlined and organized process and support system. First of all, we are full-time real estate agents. We're in this business every single day. We're not going to be working on another part-time job or full-time job when we should be focusing on your transaction and making sure nothing is slipping through the cracks. Part-time agents are a lot more common than people think, and they're less likely to have a support system in place to best serve their clients in this extremely fast-paced market. So the next thing I want to share to provide you with a little bit more peace of mind is kind of our contingency planning strategy. And I've noticed that very few agents out there on the market are doing this, and actually very few teams are doing this on the market. But we'd essentially be sharing your transactions progress with the rest of our team through the brokerage technology, through the back end, so everyone is on the same page with what is happening, whether it's me as your point of contact real estate agent on the transaction, or if it's our transaction coordinator, other real estate agents on our team. Everyone knows exactly where a transaction is at in the process, because we all have access to our business tracker checklist that's specific to each and every transaction, so that we can go in and check out the status on every single one of our clients. So no matter where you are in the transaction process, if somebody gets sick, if someone has a family emergency, goes on vacation, every single agent has the ability to see exactly where a transaction is at and go and get the information they need to continue to serve our clients at all times. So next, I just want to mention our support system, and this is anyone from our transaction coordinators to real estate attorneys. We even have a smoke and carbon monoxide inspector who will go in and make sure you're going to pass your town's fire department inspection, so that they're not going to have to come back out twice and potentially push out the closing date. This guy's going to go in ahead of time, make sure you're up to code, or replace anything that needs to be replaced. And so people like that we have in place to make sure we're streamlining this entire process. It's going to give you a little bit more peace of mind. It's going to give us peace of mind in making sure this process is a stress-free process for you. And if we do get the opportunity to get you to the closing table, don't be surprised if you hear from us afterwards. We love staying in touch with our clients, developing long-lasting relationships, whether or not you need a good roofing company down the road, or maybe you're looking for a vacation home in Florida. We love just developing those relationships and continuing to be a resource for our clients. Hopefully that gave you a good understanding of how we partner with our clients who are selling their homes. And if you have any questions about how we handle this process, if you want me to dive deeper into any of the things I covered in this video, please feel free to reach out anytime. Happy to be a resource for you. And I do appreciate your time watching this video, and hopefully we get to see you soon and help you sell your home.